Hi, welcome to Numina, the only place that's reverse engineered the College Board. We're going to show you how to solve these problems very quickly with mathematical precision and with 100% confidence. That means you no longer have to rely on the answer key, but purely on the power of knowledge. The mind is a powerful tool, and we're going to show you how to use it. Here's how it's done. Here we are with question 33. Remember, for paragraph improvement questions, you're looking for errors in grammar, logical transition, and coherence. For your convenience, we've enlarged the paragraph that's related to question 33. Let's take a look at question 33. The purpose of the second paragraph is to, before we go on to our choices, let's reread the second paragraph. In Antarctica, relations among the researchers and their countries are both simpler and more complicated than in the rest of the world. Relations are simpler because each country has only a few scientists on this isolated continent. Treaty clauses assure that the research there is non-military. On the other hand, when conflicts do arise, there is no clear process for dealing with them. Decisions that can make or break the preservation of Antarctica's unique environment and the scientific opportunities depend on a political system designed to have nobody in command. Okay, now let's go to our choices. Let's look at choice A. Choice A says that the purpose, remember we're looking for the purpose of the second paragraph, is to present a situation that has contradictory elements. Well, when solving choices that ask about the purpose of the paragraph, it is important to identify the paragraph's topic sentence. A topic sentence usually contains the main idea of the paragraph in the question. For your convenience, we've underlined the topic sentence in red. In Antarctica, relations among the researchers and their countries are both simpler and more complicated than in the rest of the world. In this topic sentence, I noticed that there are a couple keywords that stand out. Choice A asks and mentions about contradictory elements. In our topic sentence, as we've circled in green, we do have contradictory elements here, simpler and complicated. I know at first glance it seems rather odd to mention something contradictory, but as we can see in our topic sentence, it's exactly what we have. We have contradictory elements. We see that two words describe these contradictory elements perfectly, simpler and complicated. Something simple is the opposite of something complicated. Therefore, the antonyms are contradictory. Take a moment to let this information soak in. But for now, we'll go ahead and keep choice A. Now let's take a look at choice B. B suggests that the purpose of the second paragraph is to offer a solution to a problem discussed in the first paragraph. In order for us to check to see if this answer choice is a possible answer, well, it forces us to search beyond the second paragraph. The reader must investigate whether or not a problem was set out in the first paragraph. Well, we've enlarged the first paragraph here for your convenience. No one owns Antarctica. The nations of the world agreed, some of them reluctantly, that all countries would share the continent for the purposes of scientific research. Governed by the Antarctic Treaty, written in 1959 and adopted in 1961, which has been signed by 27 countries, another 17 countries have agreed to abide by the treaty in order to participate in research being done in Antarctica. Well, as we just read, there is no problem introduced in the first paragraph. So the second paragraph has no need to address a solution to it. So we know that choice B cannot be our answer. In choice C, it suggests that the purpose of the second paragraph is to present an argument and its final resolution. There is no argument present in the second paragraph. An argument involves either a debate or a position on an issue. Furthermore, a final resolution to a problem is also non-existent. So, choice C cannot be the answer. Choice D suggests that the purpose of the second paragraph is to examine a theory in light of new discoveries. In choice D, there are no new discoveries mentioned in the second paragraph. Choice D is completely off topic. It is discussing issues that are not even mentioned, so we know that choice D cannot be our answer. Now let's take a look at choice E. Choice E says that the purpose of the second paragraph is to discuss a theory that will be refuted in the third paragraph. Once again, we're asked to go beyond the initial line reference, or in this case, paragraph reference, for this question. Be very comfortable reading and rereading different sections of the passage. Here, we're asked to go to and think about how passage 3 relates to passage 2. Well, let's take a look at paragraph 3. Clear decision making has become a more urgent challenge as more tourists are attracted to Antarctica. Scientists living on Antarctica were not always as careful to preserve the pristine environment as they are now. Tour operators are working with treaty members to devise regulations, and there are plans to assess the environmental impact of tours. But regulations and assessment plans may prove difficult to settle on and enforce in a place where jurisdiction is unclear. Here, there's no theory mentioned whatsoever in the second paragraph. So, a refutation cannot be possible in the third paragraph. Since we just read the third paragraph, we can confirm that this statement is true. So, choice E cannot be the answer. After going through all the choices, we now know that the answer for question 33 lies in choice A. Remember, the topic sentence here is in Antarctica, relations among the researchers and their countries are both simpler and more complicated than the rest of the world. Choice A says that the second paragraph presents a situation that has contradictory elements. What were those contradictory elements? We've identified them with the words simpler and complicated. So these words are opposites, they're antonyms, and they're contradictory elements. So we now know that choice A is indeed our answer. Numina, empowering minds.